Welcome, guys, to my Week 3 NA Challengers predictions. I'm just going to be predicting all 6 games for this week. As you can see on the screen here, I went 3-3 last week. Obviously, not the best, but I'm 8-4 throughout the course of the season, as I went 5-1 last week, or the week before, I guess. Hopefully, I can at least go like 4-2, 5-1. Uh, Hopefully 6-0. Obviously, that's what I'm gunning for every week. But just to get to get my record back up and to a better spot. Uh, and yeah, make sure to like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed the video. I do these every week for NA. I don't really do it for the other regions because I don't know a ton about those players, and I don't have all of the time to watch all those games. Uh, but yeah, let's get right into it. And the first matchup of the week is the Guard versus TSM. There's rumors this week of TSM dropping Hazed for Kempeki, which is a move that doesn't really make sense to me. If this doesn't happen, like if it's reported that it doesn't happen between like Friday night, which is when I'm recording this, and like the game, I guess, then not my fault because I didn't know, but I'm going to be under the assumption that TSM have Kempeki in this game. Not that I would have taken the guard, or not that I would have taken them if I didn't, but I'm going to take the guard here. TSM losing their best player and their IGL. It just seems like an overall bad move. They wouldn't have beaten the guard anyway, though, so it doesn't really matter. I think the guard will shit stomp them in this game even harder than they did in the Ludwig Tarek Invitational. And then we have Breakthrough versus Turtle Troop. Um, Another game with roster moves, but I'm actually going to take the team that did make the roster moves in a pretty big upset here. I'm going to take Turtle Troop. I think the 2 new players that they added were pretty good. I think they'll get a pretty consistent opper in Mame and Tig, who will be good. I'm assuming he's going to be playing Initiator here, if I'm not mistaken, because yeah, because we do play Smokes. So they're dropping Okeanos and Harmful, I think, or Adder and Harmful, one of the two. But I think they'll get a consistent IGL, a pretty good Initiator player overall, and I think they'll have that benefit of like experience and like a honeymoon period for the new roster. I think these 2 moves were very good moves, and Breakthrough last week didn't look the best to me. Or I mean, yeah, I guess last week, but it wasn't a week ago. It was a couple weeks ago. Obviously, they'll have a few weeks to prep here and fix some of their issues. And they looked good the last time they had that time between the open qualifier and their first game against, was it Oxygen? Yeah. So I could see them having that again, but I'm going to take Turtle Troop here in the new meta as well. And now the first game of day 2, I'm going to take Oxygen here. These are 2 teams that didn't really make any changes. I mean, they didn't make any changes, not really any changes. There's 2 weeks of prep here, and 2 of Oxygen's worst maps are being removed. So I'm going to take them here. This game was so close for me. I went back and forth so many times. It's about as close to 50-50 as you can get. But I trust Oxygen to possibly come up with some weird stuff that G2 has never seen before and catch them off guard in a really, really important game for them. Because if they drop this game and Breakthrough win, then I think they're like out of the playoffs if they started like after this week. Obviously they don't, and they have a couple weeks to catch up. But they'd be in a pretty bad spot if they lose this game. And now on to another game that I'm going to pick that's probably an upset. I'm going to take Faze against Shopify here. Kind of as I said, like at the beginning of the group stage here, I just wanted Faze to get time, and they're going to have 2 weeks to prep here. They've been looking better like throughout the weeks. This roster is looks really really good on paper with Rossi and their old roster from last year. Um, I'm gonna take Faze. I think Shopify looked shaky last week in their loss when they lost to Oxygen. They played some really weird comps. They could probably fix like a couple of those or like maybe one of those, but I don't think they have time to like rehaul multiple maps and make them good again. So I'm gonna give the advantage to Faze here. And then we have DSG versus OR Esports. OR look like one of the worst teams in all of Challengers right now. So I'm going to take DSG. Um, they looked a lot better last week and like they're on a pretty upward trajectory. I think this game will really help them in that trajectory. As long as they don't choke as they did in week one, I see them taking a pretty easy win here. And in the final game of the week, I'm going to take M80 here. There's rumors that Mad Lions is going to be dropping Will, who is probably their best player. And I don't really see anyone who they could pick up and would be better than him. And it kind of makes me not want to root for this team anymore because Will was the main reason. Obviously, that's not why I'm picking M80. M80 is just a much more proven team. They're going to get 2 weeks to prep here. They're not going to have to integrate a new player. And even if Mad Lions have Will, I highly doubt they would be able to beat M80. And yeah, so those are my predictions for this week. I took the Guard over TSM, Turtle Troop over Breakthrough, Oxygen over G2, Faze over Shopify, DSG over OR, and M80 over Mad Lions. I don't think I mentioned like the whole fiasco with the Guard letting go like all of their employees. That would signal to me that they're eventually looking to get rid of their roster for Valorant and other games. I hope they stick with the roster throughout the rest of like this split at least, and then would be able to like at least sell them to another team maybe, or they would all become unrestricted free agents and they could go to another team as a full roster. And if not, that would kind of suck if they all split up and shit, because then we not get to see this team in franchising, which would be kind of sad. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a comment on what you guys would predict for this week. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.